Saigon John here. It's February 18th. This is the Daily Hoosier Daddy on Octane Infinity TV. My apologies to my audience as yesterday's show was preempted by the good, the bad, the weird. I want to thank Adam and Edwin for making that happen. So moving on, there were two games on the NBA schedule for Thursday night. Let's start with Seven Apples versus Bally's All-Star MVP. Mike had led Edwin 6-3 with Rajon Rondo and Paul Pierce playing for them tonight. Edwin had Antoine Jamison, but he was part of the trade deadline dealings today with the Wizards and Cavaliers. So Jamison now a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers, so he did not play tonight's game. So with that in mind, Mike did take advantage. He gained in rebounds and came within 2 assists and 1 three-pointer. But as luck would have it, Edwin gained overall tonight because Seven Apples fell back at the foul line. No thanks to Paul Pierce and his 50% shooting from the stripe. So it's now Mike leading Edwin 5-4. Jobbers now versus Taco del Miramar. Adam is looking good the first 2 nights, but the last place team managed by Chris has still got some fight. After Wednesday, he was tied with 15 three-pointers and with 20 steals. Neither team got anything in those categories tonight. But Adam had led 7-0 going into Thursday with Pau Gasol going up against his Laker teammate Andrew Bynum for Chris. Now, no explanation here. Chris had Kevin Garnett, he had Ron Artest, but both guys were on his bench tonight. So which is it, Adam? The good, the bad, the weird? You tell me. Adam only led by 0.5% in field goals and by just 3 turnovers. The turnover lead is now trimmed to just 1, but Adam got a boost from the field with Gasol shooting 7 for 12 from the floor tonight. Chris got 14 and 9 from Bynum, but the real story is what he missed from Garnett and Artest. They were combined 28 points, which would have given Taco del Miramar the lead there, and 16 rebounds, which would have tied with Jobbers after tonight. So after Thursday, the scorecard has not changed. Adam still has kept his lead over Chris 7-0. Moving on, it's now ringleader versus the Tigers. I led Bill 7-2 after the first 2 nights. My Tigers only had 1 more block shot, but we only trailed in field goal percentage by 1.5%. Tonight we both had 3 players in action, but with the Nugget trio of Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, and J.R. Smith, it's a very dangerous threesome for ringleader. My team, though, improved from the field, but Shaq went 0 for 6 at the foul line, and Ray Allen missed his only attempt from the stripe, so 0. Drew a big donut from the foul line tonight. Meanwhile, Allen, I'm not mad at him. He did hit 4 three-pointers against the Lakers en route to 24 points tonight. So I only trail Bill in scoring by just 1 point for now. And but back to those Nuggets. They did some danger for ringleader. They combined for 17 assists. 8 of them came from Chauncey Billups. So Bill now leads in that category. Anthony and Smith also combined for 3 block shots. So Bill leads there as well. So good night for ringleader. After Thursday, Bill now only trails me 5-4. It's Ball Don't Lie versus That's What She Said. Jonas led Scott 5-4. Eligible tonight for Scott was Nene, and for Jonas, 2 injured players in Mo Williams and Kobe Bryant. Mo Williams actually did come back from injury and played tonight, so that's good for That's What She Said. But neither Williams nor Nene were difference makers in this matchup, so it remains Jonas in the lead for now, 5-4. And then last, it's Cobra Kai Never Dies versus HoopKings. Renee had the lead on this series 5-4 and only trailed in both categories, both percentage categories, by 2%. And also just by, well, no, actually, I take that back. He only trailed by 2% and from the field and 3% from the foul line. Still looking a little dangerous, but Cobra Kai, no stranger to danger. Evil Mike armed his lineup with 6 players tonight, while Renee had 3 guys in action. I can't go on here without mentioning LeBron James. Monster triple-double for him. Excuse me, monster triple-double for him against the Nuggets. 43, 13, and 15. But HoopKings made out good with their free agent investment of Kenyon Martin. Martin, I wasn't certain if he was coming back from injury, but he actually played tonight. And Kmart gave HoopKings 18 points and 17 rebounds. Lamar Odom also gave Renee a solid double-double as well. And then Chris Anderson gave him 3 blocks. So HoopKings lead in that category. Even worse though for Cobra Kai. They got outshot from the foul line 78 to 68%. So they now trail free throws by 0.5%. So moving on into Friday, Renee now leads Evil Mike 7-2. This is huge. So let's look at now the league leaders for week 17. Jobbers leads the league in field goals by just 0.4% ahead of That's What She Said. Adam's team also leads the league with the best free throw percentage. HoopKings leads the league in 3 categories: 3-pointers made, rebounds, and assists. Cobra Kai easily outscoring everybody in the league with 379 points. 7 Apples leads the league with 26 steals. Ringleader is ahead of everyone with 18 blocks. Renee, Scott, and I are a very close second with 17. And then tied with the fewest turnovers in the league is Ball Don't Lie and Tigers with 26. Now for the waiver wire, fairly busy Thursday for free agency. I dropped Ty Lawson, who barely did anything for me tonight against Cleveland, and added Matt Barnes of Orlando. HoopKings, meanwhile, dropped Lamar Odom and added Taj Gibson of Chicago. Gibson, who probably should expect more playing time now that Tyrus Thomas has been dealt from the Bulls. And then Cobra Kai, the last GM to make some moves. A pretty busy day for Evil Mike. Aaron Aflalo, J.J. Hickson, Delonte West, and Rasheed Wallace have been dropped. And now added our Francisco Garcia, which might not be a bad move since Kevin Martin got traded from the Kings today. Quentin Richardson, Daniel Booby Gibson, and the answer Allen Iverson. Seems to be a favorite of Evil Mike. He seems to drop him and pick him up again. I wonder why no one else is touching that guy, but maybe he can elaborate on that later. There will be 12 games on the NBA schedule for Friday. This includes a doubleheader on ESPN with the Mavericks visiting Orlando, and then following that game, the Celtics will be playing at Portland. And then a programming note for Octane Infinity TV: with the trade deadline in the NBA coming and going today, I will feature another edition of the Bonus Bomb over the weekend to discuss those trades in the NBA. So that's all for tonight here at the Bomb Shelter inside Octane Infinity's TV studios. This has been the Daily Hoosier Daddy. I am Saigon John, the bomb from Vietnam, and boom goes the dynamite.